Please note that today's adventure on the bucket includes welding and grinding, so there are various flashing lights. If you're sensitive to these sort of things, be careful. It's not really an intro video if you've been working on it for fucking how many weeks now. Willsy's back down. We've got heaps of stuff to go in the car. Here's all our intercooler piping that we ordered from Ben Brothers. Very good quality, thank you very much. Even got a sticker from, so he's got the welder down. What else are we doing today? Intercooler mount.
Intercooler mount, make up the intercooler piping, finish off any of the wiring we still need to finish off, put the new injectors in, spanner check everything, kick it in the guts. That's the plan. But when 5 o'clock comes around, I'm going home, so we'll get what we get done.
We'll get what we get done, and then we'll see if we can make it for Tuesday. If not, I've got a couple of things that I'd like to do before. And Michael will come around shortly because we noticed that the thermofan relay hasn't been wired up. And what was the other thing? We need the right...
Got to make sure we've got the right fuses, but we can Google that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thermofan relay still needs to be wired up, and there's a coil injector still needs to be wired up.
Yeah, the coils. Yeah, that's right.
And yeah, we just got to check everything's still plugged in, chuck some conduit over it if we get time.
I can do that tonight.
I think the slowest bit will be making the intercooler piping, but we've got to mount the intercooler and get everything else done and then do that. It'll be the slowest thing but the quickest thing at the same time. So that'll be great. That's that one done. Once we fire up the welder.
The welder.
The welder. They are.
So Willsy's been fucking around with the intercooler a bit more. Well, I've been doing...
Fuck all.
Fuck all. We've got the injectors in.
Oh, you know what? I want a built by Willsy sticker on your back window.
Yeah, okay.
Sweet.
No, wait. Assembled by Willsy.
No, built.
Alright, built.
Built.
But you can't see.
Actually, no, you know what? I want a massive W that looks like a Superman symbol.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Anyway, we're on to the next bit. So this is where his expertise comes in, and I actually just sit down and shut up because I don't know how to weld. We're just G'ing up the intercooler piping now, which I'm gonna have some fun polishing later.
Good luck. You should see my welds.
Oh, yuck. That's alright.
I'm glad I got those joints now, but where I put them.
Hang on a sec. So the GoPro's gone flat again, but we've got a little bit of progress. So mounting this all up, we're just going to take a little bit of a line out of here just so it's not so hard up against it. A little bit of progress, so that's cool. Okay. Yeah.
It's actually a really nice plug.
Sometimes I even surprise myself.
That was kind of cool watching it cool down.
So I'm taking away all the heat and shit.
Can I look where you're going in?
Hey, hey, come on. I've definitely done worse plug welds every time, so
I don't know.
completely lost my touch.
Are you going to go all 4 or just 2?
No, I was going to go all 4. I mean, the other two are tack welded, so it would be fine. Up to you.
No, you're the professional.
Oh, cramp.
Oh, don't you hate that?
I'm fucking retired.
Poor bastard.
Oh. Fucking machine operator now, all I'm paid to do is sit on my fat ass. Yeah, let's just put it in. You ready?
Hold on. Okay.
Oh, stop it. Check that out. Perfect penetration.
Nice.
Nice.
Indeed, nice.
Done.
That motherfucker's not going anywhere.
Nope.
I sues you.
I even tried to line up the middle, so
Yeah,
if you
I
want
see
to
that.
get really pedantic, you can paint the inside. One down, one to go. Have I got any slag or anything I shouldn't have?
Like, it all went under the thing, so I think you're alright.
Sweet.
This is our intercooler bend.
So this one comes out of the Wuhan war whistle. It goes straight forward towards our intercooler, and then we'll make another cut, another bend, and then trim that bend and put another bend. It's irritating, but it's the only way we're going to make the intercooler from the turbo. Because we can't clock this turbo because factory turbos. Should be sick.
It'll make sense when it's in there. You can see that we've had a look.
Don't look at my dog shit welds when we're done.
It's alright.
Hang on, where's my light source?
Do you want me to hold the light?
No, that's alright. I just need to be able to see. Rule number one with stainless, Jono. Assume it's always hot as fuck. Because one time you go, oh, it won't be that hot. You told me to burn your fucking palm off. Anything that'll help me get around the alternator. This is a good example. Are you still recording?
Hang on. Yes?
Alright. So, welding stainless with a MIG, you can get a nice burn in and a decent MIG weld. Probably can't see in there with decent penetration. The downside is if you're doing anything pretty, you get slag like everywhere, which a MIG stainless is only designed for like 10-15 mil plate. It's not designed for this shit. So the slag's nothing, who cares? But when it comes to like polishing intercooler piping, you have to go in with a grinder and nick every single one, a little bit of those slag off first. But if you made it with mild steel, you'd have the same thing. And believe it or not, if you had a spool gun in aluminium, you'd still have the same problem. So it's just MIG welding. It's just how it is. Yeah, it's tacked. So we'll see if it fits and then make some cuts. Bit easier. Fuck this off. Yeah, so that's in there. I'm working off the illusion that that'll actually do up with a clamp. It's a bit close there, but our step up will start about here. So we'll go join there, and then our next 90 will actually go under there, and we'll just move along to where we think is roughly the spot we need. Give us some excess. Permanent marker.
Down there. So we'll cut it there. And then I'm going to get our trim and we'll put it back together, test with our fit ups, make some adjustment cuts, have a tack, have a look, adjustment cuts, tack, look, adjustment cuts until you've got a completely tacked together intercooler pipe. And then you weld it all together, final weld it, bolt it in. There's going to be some retard on YouTube that's going to go, why don't you use a TIG welder? Because I'm broke and I don't have money for argon and I already have a MIG, so $30 for stainless wire? Yes, please. Chuck me that sticker, I can't read it. See how it says Bucket Industries? That's because I'm a poor cunt. I can't afford a TIG welder. The other thing too is, completely lost me train of thought with that. Stainless for your intercooler piping. Most people are like, oh, use aluminium or titanium or blah, blah, blah. It's stainless. Unless he's pouring water down his freaking inlet every freaking day. Not going to go bad for a very long time. By then he'll be on his 15th turbine, third setup and 10th motor and probably built another 4 houses and driven another 70 hours for work. So he does have a very valid point there. Like, even engineered to slide, like even Nigel Petrie goes, just make it out of whatever you got, and this is what we got, so too bad, so sad. At the end of the day, you got to remember that this is a car built out, like the engine is built out of leftover bits that I've had left over, like Amy's old turbo, my old inlet. Like I've said, you know, the only new bits is the intercooler pipe is because, or intercooler piping, because the stuff I had is just doesn't work. The intercooler and the injectors. Everything else has either been helped us or, given to us or whatever, or it's been secondhand stuff. So unless some big corporate sponsor wants to go, hey, these guys seem like nice dudes, let's just give them fucking a TIG welder and all the shit they need.
Looking at you, Super Cheap.
Super Cheap, Repco, fucking whoever else.
Sydney Tools.
Yeah. We're not going to say no. We'll put you on the YouTube.
I'll even wear one of those weird shirts.
Yeah. Like, some shit.
Only time I've ever walked onto a Snap-on truck and not signed half my life away was when they gave me a free shirt to get out of it. Glasses, not the old.
But as you can see, there's been a bit of progress with it since. So 99, well, let me rephrase that, 89% of the electrics are done. All the lines have been run, all the coolant, and like we redid all the turbo again. The only thing I gotta do is the return. The rod cover's all done, it's just need to be painted. The inlet's all done. Scotty came around and made some modifications for the charge pipe. And he inherited a blow-off valve, which is pretty sick, so I cleaned up Willsy's weld there and tigged the rest of it, which is fucking sick. He's taken my Dizzy away. The old one we were going to use, we've changed the configuration for it, so it should be a better unit now. It'll work as a cam angle sensor as opposed to just normal conventional distributor. So we'll have the Sonic kit there doing the thing off the crank, and Scott's custom distributor doing the cam angle sensor, so they should work in unison, which is pretty mad. What else can I show you? Did some mods to the dump pipe, which is sitting on the floor now because we just did a test fit. So that's all done. It's only been pulled off so we can put the O2 sensor in it. Inside, if you look, it's almost, actually I'll grab my light. Hold on. Inside we've had a bit of progress. So I fixed up the few loose ends on Elkin's fuse box that he did for me. We've put a fan in it as well, so now the ECU controls the thermofan. Everything's in there ready to go. Rewired the stereo too for maximum tunes, and it's all tested and whatnot. A couple of wires just lying around that are for things that we haven't finished yet, like the gauges. I'm just going to make sure I've got the right one. Everything else over there just needs a quick tidy up. Put the seats back in and whatnot. Coming along pretty well. Like, we're aiming for Gemini Nationals now, which is in April. But I'll have to show you this because I'm very proud of this. Oh yes. We've got a couple of things that we need to do that's left. Then it'll be off to the tuner for a tune. Hit the rollers and make 50 horsepower. And then I really want to try and get the brakes done before we go away. Nothing wrong with my brakes, but we've had these rotors and stuff, which is in that box, for some time. Like Phil Riley sponsored us a set of rotors, and I bought some Volvo 4-pot calipers to go with it. I've also got VNSS calipers so we can experiment whichever set we want to use, but slowly but surely it's coming around. I've got a little list of things I need to buy, and then we can fire it up. I'm going to mount this fella. Been fucking around with that. This cool regulator, but they need to, like, you need to get one with a mount, because the mounting position of this is retarded. Like, why would you put it right there? I made a bracket for it and it didn't work out so well, and I got the shits with it and whatever else. But yeah, so I'm pretty keen. Again, a little bit keen to drive it again. It's just been re-registered too, so the longer I fuck around thinking about ideas and stuff, the more the rego goes to waste. So it's now like now or never. No more piss farting around. No more, oh, I might need this, might need that. I'm staying with this setup. I'm not changing a thing. So I'm going to put the dump pipe on, connect the O2 sensor in, and then maybe on the weekend we'll wire in this majigger that Danman and Paul sponsored us, which is cool. So we've got two of them. I'm going to use the better of the two of them and make one, because one's missing some bits and one isn't. So that's cool. Put this fellow on, and then that'll be that for now. But yeah, that's a little bit of an update.